Good evening, friends. Welcome to the housewarming special. Here I am in my new home. You're looking at a kind of an improvised lighting setup. You're looking at a blank wall, obviously. I don't have anything hung yet. This is going to be quite a project. But I am so grateful to be here and to be live streaming for the first time from my home here in Longmont, Colorado. So I'm gonna check on the live streams and make sure everything's working. I did a little test earlier. Let's see if it looks and sounds the same. Yeah, here we go. It's like I said, I'm a little bit improvised here on the lighting. I just bought this ring light. I don't know if it's that great. But I'm gonna get my whole setup all set up here eventually, and I will be in a room that has some artwork and better lighting once that happens. But I'm gonna angle that down a little bit. Maybe that helps. You know, I just wanted to do this. I wanted to check in with everybody. So my priority was getting the internet going, which I did. How about that? I found Next Light fiber optic internet here in Longmont. It's a local company. I'm scooting that back just a little bit. It's a local company, and they have the gigabit internet plan. Seems to be rocking up to the specs that I need here. So that is all good news. Ain't that good news? All right, so we're live on Facebook. I'm gonna double check. Sorry, I'm fidgeting a little bit here, but I'll get this. I'm just gonna angle that ever so slightly. Okay. I'll double check on the YouTube. This has been really intense. I mean, so much to unpack around moving into a home. And I mean, I've lived in houses before, but this is the first time I've actually been on my own. The first time I've ever owned a home, and also the first time I've ever set up a place all on my own. So it's going to be quite an adventure. Is this looking good? Am I angled a little too far? Yeah, it's okay. Bear with me while I just get this just right. I want to get it just right for you all. Okay, how's that? Cool. Yeah, back at Mom's house in Hummel in Southern California, where I was last week. There's some really nice track lighting in that room and the nice white adobe walls. So many of you are used to seeing me there. But here I am. And like I said, I'll get some decorations going. Okay, we're up and running. Everything's working. So thank you all for being here tonight. We're going to get started with what I think is just a good homecoming song called Will the Circle Be Unbroken? And it's in the key of G, and it goes like this. One and a one, and a four and four and one, and a one, stay on the one and five and a one. Very simple. Straight ahead, you know the song. Everybody at home, whether you're picking or not, I hope you're going to sing along with this. And the way I might kick it off, so just a reminder of how this goes. It's just a jam, so I'm not here to teach you the song. I'm here to just kind of give you a quick run through of how it goes, and then we're just going to play it. And I will demonstrate a kickoff, my instrumental introduction, and then I will count you in with this here click and let you kick it off while I back you up with rhythm. And we'll play the song together. So here's how my kickoff might go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Getting used to the slow tempo. I've been kind of warming up at my regular tempo. Great. So that's how I might kick off the song. And now you are going to kick us off. And we're going to play and sing Will the Circle Be Unbroken? Here we go. Key of G. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's the first verse. I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw the hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I'm gonna play it. I told the undertaker, undertaker, please drive slow, for this body that you are hauling, Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Play it. Went back home, my home was lonely, for my mother, she was gone. All my brothers, sisters crying, what a home so sad and alone. Last chorus. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Okay, the first song from the new house. It's working. It's working. Oh my gosh, I'm grateful that it's working. See some folks chiming in. Wonderful. Okay. Next we have Hand Me Down on My Walkin' Cane. Kind of a standard in the online jams. I fear my computer's going to crash here any second. I've got the metronome going on. Hey. Oh, Firefox crashed. Okay. At least it's interesting when you push whatever lifestyle you're doing for a long time, like I've been doing, living out of the camper, dragging my poor laptop to all these wilderness, in national forest areas with me. And now's the time. It's symbolic that now's the time that the poor computer has had it. And it's hanging on. It's hanging on. But I'm using my phone a little more than I have, just to not burden it. Okay. But I think we're still live, so I'll just double check that. The phone actually operates the camera, and I have to go through the whole setup on the laptop just to get it running, and then once it's running, it stays on, which it is staying on. Very good. Okay. Here we go. Hand me down my walking cane in the key of G. And a one, and a one, and a five, back to one, and a four, and a four, and a one, and a one, one, and a five, and a one. My kickoff might go. Okay, go ahead and kick us off on Hand Me Down My Walking Cane in the key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. tough and the meat was fat. Oh, good God, I couldn't eat that. they have overtaken me. Hand me down my walking cane. Lord, hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm gonna leave on the morning train. My sins, they have overtaken me. Play. It's a come on, Ma, won't you go my babe? It's come on, Ma, won't you go my babe? Come on, Ma, won't you go my babe? Get me out of this Nashville jail. My sins, they have overtaken me. I'm gonna do another verse. Now if I die in Tennessee, if I die in Tennessee, if I die in Tennessee, ship me back my COD. My sins, they have overtaken me. Hand me down my walking cane. Lord, hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm gonna leave on the morning train. My sins, they have overtaken me. Me than you. Play. Now if I die in New York State, Lord, if I die in New York State, if I die in New York State, ship my body back by freight. My sins, they have overtaken me. Hand me down my walking cane. Lord, hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm gonna leave on the morning train. My sins, they have overtaken me. One more chorus. Hand me down my walking cane. Lord, hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm gonna leave on the morning train. My sins, they have overtaken me. Whew. Okay, I'm just getting warmed up myself. That's why I wanted to sing that chorus again, getting the voice warmed up. I had an opportunity to grab a used futon and hustled over to get it, right before the jam. And I hauled this futon all by myself. I haven't met any of my neighbors yet. And I wanted to get it in case it got dewy tonight. It's going to be cold in the back of the truck. So hauled in the futon real quick and got myself cleaned up and set up, and here I am. You're going to hear some new house stories along the way tonight. But I'll begin by saying just how grateful I am for the support of everybody here in the community, all you online jammers, the donations you've sent me over the years, and for everybody who's let me stay at their house while I've been itinerant, living in the camper, and it gets too cold in the winter and I'm rolling from one gig to another here in Colorado. You all know who you are. And all of my friends who have hosted this, where I've had to go to their house to use their internet and their space to do the live stream. Carmel, Todd McMillan, Megan and Taylor in Wheat Ridge, my mom, John Madron in Steamboat. You all know who you are. Thank you so much. I'm just incredibly grateful to be here. So this is sort of a celebration for me, even though I'm kind of in my scrubs and in the middle of moving. Needed this. I needed this tonight. I know a lot of you did too. So we're going to play The Gal Left Behind Me in the key of G. This is a number that I teach on my Artist Works course, and we start in the key of C. And then later, as you get through fundamentals, I teach you how to transpose things and get you to transpose this to the key of G. So this is almost kind of a check-in with all of you Artist Works participants to see if you've done this yet, if you've practiced this in the key of G. So we're going to play it in the key of G. I'm going to keep it nice and slow. I'm sinking into the slow tempo. I'm finding myself rushing a little bit because it's still a little unsettled, you know? So here we go, key of G, it goes like this. And a 1 and 1 and 4 and 4, 1, 1 and a 5, and a 1 and 1, 4 and 4, 5 and a 1. That's the A part, it happens twice. The B part goes, then a 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 1 and 1 and 5, and a 1 and 1 and 4 and 5 and a 1. That happens twice. So it's A, A, B, B. And we're going to play it. The Gal Left Behind Me. We'll go through the entire form 2 times. So I'll play it all the way through, A, A, B, B. And then you'll play it all the way through. And then I'll play it all the way through again. And then you'll play it all the way through again. And then you'll tag it. So 2 full rounds each. And then you're going to tag it at the end. And I'm going to kick it off. Gal Left Behind Me in the key of G. Here we go. Play it pretty now. Okay, we're rolling now. That's a fun chord sub I'll do sometimes, like on the B part. Da 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 da. 1, 6 minor, 2 minor, 5. I like to throw little chord substitutions in there sometimes. Okay, we're gonna do one more song and then I'm gonna check in with everybody. So let me know how you're doing, what you're up to, all of those things. And this is going to be, this is a number that we did last week, but I realized that I was not being really consistent. I was not being super consistent in the form of the song. And I did some review. So I wanted to give it another go because it's such a good song. I wanted to do it justice. So I'll explain. And like I said, leave a comment, let us know where you are, what you're playing, anything else you'd like to share with the group. I'll come check in with you here after this song. This was written by Grandpa Jones. Grandpa Jones obviously was a young man. He kind of had a persona, you know, ever since he was, and he kept that until he was old. He was always Grandpa Jones. Wrote a lot of good songs. He was one of the early artists to record on King Records. I would highly recommend watching. I know I mention this every week because it blew my mind when I watched this documentary on PBS. King Records, the king of them all, in Cincinnati, Ohio. And he recorded this on King. I believe it's Merle Travis playing the guitar on it. And his version is a certain way. The Stanley Brothers version is a certain way. Norma Lake, Tony Rice do it a certain way. And I'm going to kind of show you how I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep it consistent this time. We'll be in the key of D. 1 and 1 and 1. 1 and a 1 and a 5. 1 and a 1 and a 4. 1 and a 5 and a 1. The chorus goes to the 4. 4, 4 and 1 and a 1. 4 and 4 and 1 and a 5. 1 and 1 and 1. And a 1 and a 5 and a 1. So if you know the Stanley Brothers version or you know the Grandpa Jones version, you're going to notice that I've kind of hybridized them. Of course, I was going a little quick there in the demo. This will be the tempo, right about there. And we're gonna kick it off just on the verse, but then once we get into the song, we'll trade sections. So we'll trade parts. The first round, after the first verse and chorus, I'm gonna play the A part. It's the verse, and then you'll play the B part. I hesitate to call it a chorus because it's not the same every time. So that's how we'll do it. Then the next round, you'll take the verse, I'll take the chorus, or the A and the B parts. So here's how I might kick it off. 1, 2, 3. Version of the melody. Okay, kick us off on It's Raining, Raining, Raining Here This Morning, key of D. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. streams and rivers as muddy as can be. Oh, it's raining, raining, raining here this morning as the Mississippi flows on to the sea. I'll take the verse. Very nice. How I wish that I could see my little darling and hold her in my arms just as before. She used to tell me every day she loved me, but now she doesn't love me anymore. She knew that wasn't guilty of this one crime, and said that she'd be waiting there for me. But she has found somebody else to wander where the Mississippi flows onto the sea. Play. It's raining, raining, raining here this morning, and I am just as weary as can be. I wish that I could follow all the raindrops down the Mississippi toward the Silver Sea. But there's no way to prove that I'm not guilty, so I will have to suffer all the shame. Go and tell her for me, little raindrops, that they've given me a number for my name. Yay. I just love that song. It's so good. Okay, how's everyone doing? Let's see if I can actually see you. My Facebook is not revealing anything. I think I need to... All right, I'll switch around a little bit, see if I can see your comments on the Facebook. In the meanwhile, I'll go over to YouTube. Had a fun weekend. Did a gig up in Steamboat for the Steamboat Resort opening day with Picking on the Dead. And that was really fun. I had not played my electric guitar in a month. This is kind of how it's been going. I'll do like, you know, an electric guitar gig every once in a while. And there it was. I pulled out the Telecaster and the twin reverb and plugged it in, and we went for it. And we had a good time. Otherwise, I have not done a lot of playing. I've been busy moving and traveling, and just closed on the home last Wednesday and started moving that afternoon. Big shout out to my buddies Ace and Elijah for helping me get out of my storage units. And as I said, there's much to do, but didn't play for like 5 or 6 days, which is totally not like me. I don't feel right when that happens. Anyhow, let's see here. Hello, Sandy DeVera up in Bakersfield. Thank you for being here. This is like boomy and echoey because there's nothing in here yet. There's a few things. Like I said, I just moved this futon in. But it'll sound a little less lively, I think, once I get some furniture, but this is fun. Hello, Molly Gordon from the Bay Area. Hello, my dear Michelle in Toronto. I sure miss you. Dickie Derry, hello. Thank you for being here. Glenn Tamkin. Sound is great. Yeah, like I said, it's empty house, so it does sound really good. It's fun singing in here. I have a reverb chamber. Thank you, Glenn. Hello, Kay. Johnny H. That's okay, at KF18. That's Johnny H. Hello, Johnny H. Thank you for being here. Shane. Thank you for being here. Super Whooper. Congrats. Thank you. SCFB. That's Scott up in Flagler Beach. I'm seeing different handles on YouTube today for some reason. I'm seeing your actual like URL for some reason. So forgive me if I'm not figuring out who you are. SCFB, Flagler Beach, Scott. Thank you for being here. And hello, Jim in Maine. Thank you. Kim Morris picking the banjo in Alaska. Right on. Carl Malley picking the guitar in Iowa. Hi, Carl. Hello, Piney Woods 420. Hello, John Keegan up in Maineville, Ohio, where it's probably a little chillier than it is here, though it's going to get down in the 20s tonight. Chris SF Martin in San Francisco. Chris picking a Martin guitar. Thank you. George Gamer. Right on. Thank you. Steve Klassen from South Nashville, Tennessee. Very nice. Lisa Copeland in Julian, California. Getting ready for Fiddle Camp. Great reminder. Thank you, Lisa. I'll be at the Julian Family Fiddle Camp this May down in Julian, California. A camp that I sort of helped start it. I mean, I wasn't, doing any of the admin work. That was Avery Ellisman and his whole team, including Lisa and some of the volunteers and some of the locals there in Julian who helped get that off the ground. But I was on staff for the first few years of that. And been in and out, on and off. This is the first time that I'll be back since the California Bluegrass Association is running it, and grateful to be there. Thank you, CBA. Thank you, Roscoe, for hiring me back on. And great lineup. I mean, check it out, Julian Family Fiddle Camp. You'll find it you just Google it, Julian Family Fiddle. There's a link on my website too. Hello, Dave Holtcamp in New Mexico. Thank you. I'm excited too. Hello, Bill Farmer. Thank you for being here. Hey, all right. Terry Weller Goodwin, streaming, struggling in the county. Oh. Okay, Terry. Always nice to see you. I hope it works out for you. I hope you're picking. And I'm home, Lori. Yes, thank you. It doesn't feel that way yet. I feel like I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's interesting. It's an interesting set of emotions. I'll save you all the details, but this is home, and it'll start feeling that way as we go. Mike Utley, hello, Mike Utley. Thank you for being here and for picking along. Mike, who saved my pick from the canyon, the Yampa Canyon. He found it at a campsite. It was a miracle, the miracle of the blue chip. Mike Utley, always supportive. A legacy guide there for oars. And Terry, oh my gosh, sore arms, flu vax, and COVID. Oh, Terry, golly, get better, okay? Colin Burns up late in the UK. Thank you for being here. Aaron Burns, picking along in Saranac Lake in New York. The skiing, oh, you're already out there ice skating. Oh, skiing, very cool. There's not very good skiing here yet in Colorado, but it's coming. We were doing the snow dance in Steamboat. Hello, Bill Farmer. A visit to Aunt Alice's kitchen on Main Street for breakfast. Okay, I'll take you up on that. And hello, Dwight Hall in Monument, Colorado. Amazing. Okay, thank you all. It warms my heart to hear the welcomes and the homecoming and everyone checking in. Dr. Lovefish is in Reno. Hello. Corwin J, great song choices, very cool. Linda Anderson, Linda in Bolivia, North Carolina, novice mandolin picker, great. Well, thank you all for being here. Thanks for being engaged. And appreciate the support, as always, the donations, the merch orders. Oh, that reminds me, Stephen Watkins, if you're listening, your order's on the way. That one kind of slipped through the cracks in the midst of this move. Okay, No Depression in Heaven. I think it was Deb Pavick who originally requested this one. I've keyed it down a little bit to the key of D. I'm trying to find a nice, warm place in my voice. I've been working on it quite a bit. And yeah, so that has me finding some like nice mellow keys in this opening set, in the slow tempo set. I was doing this one in E and I just decided to key it on down. So No Depression in Heaven, Carter family number. Got a lot of stuff coming up to tell you about. December 6th at Cervantes Other Side. That's my electric farm, which is kind of a version of Grant Farm. Grant Farm is a very sacred thing. It's the four of us who were in that band. So I don't use, I mean, obviously I'm always pushing the branding, but that band is on hiatus. You know, we might do some fun reunion shows next year, I hope. So I'm doing an electric show with 3/4 of Grant Farm, with Sean McCauley on the drums and Ace Engfer on the bass. Kevin, our keyboard player, he lives in Ohio now, has a family, so I can't just call him up to come do shows. So we got Bill McKay on the keys, the legendary Bill McKay. So that's our 4-piece for Tyler Grant's Electric Farm on December 6th at Cervantes. Pushing that one, selling tickets for that one. Drunken Hearts. It's a co-build with the Drunken Hearts. And the opening set by Jake Legg, one of the best acoustic bands in Colorado. So it's going to be quite a night of music, and I'm very excited about that. That's the next big show on the books. December 6th. Okay, here we go. No Depression in Heaven. Let's see. I got to get it in my head. And a one, and a one, and a four, back to one, and a one, and a one, and a five, back to one. That's the whole song. In tune here. So my kickoff would go 1, 2, 3. Okay, kick us off on No Depression in Heaven in the key of D. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here the hearts of men are failing, for these are latter days we know. The Great Depression now is spreading. God's words declared it would be so. I'm going where with this dark hour of midnight near. Tribulation time will come, those storms will hurl in midnight fear, and sweep lost millions to their doom. I'm going where there's no depression, to the lovely land that's free from care. I'll leave this world of toil and trouble. My home's in heaven, I'm going there. My home's in heaven, I'm going there. It's kind of like what these days are like. It seems like a lot of trouble out there. Road to Columbus in the slow tempo set. Why not? We rarely do this one in the slow tempo, and I figured we're gonna start increasing the tempo a little bit here, but we'll keep it in the slow zone. So this is an instrumental written by Kenny Baker and Bill Monroe, and it's just a 1-4-1-5 the whole way through. One and a one, key of A. 4 and 4, 1 and 1 and a 1 and a 1 and 5, and a 1 and a 1 and a 4 and 4, and a 1 and 5 and a 5 and a 1, and then there's a B part with the same chords. So A and a B, and the way I kick it off is just like the Kenny Baker version, well, sort of like it, but it's the same amount of time as 8 taters would be. So the same way I count you in, it's the same amount of time, but instead I'm going to go. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to kick us off on Road to Columbus, key of A. Sorry about my second break. I was trying to get fancy and I completely lost the tempo. I'm gonna turn that up a tiny bit. Okay, sitting on top of the world, key of A. I am in the upstairs. There's a downstairs that I'm looking to rent out once I get myself settled and learn about everything it takes to be a landlord. I need some things. I got this futon on Facebook Marketplace for 50 bucks. Nice futon. I got a washer and dryer coming. I found a used washer dryer. That's covered. It's an appliance resale shop. They're going to bring it and help me install it on Wednesday. I need lamps. I need, table and chairs and some things. I don't have anything. I haven't lived anywhere in a long time. I had a bed. I had some shelves. I have a turntable, which I have not set up yet. That's going to make it feel more like home when I get the turntable set up. But so I'm shopping, going around the thrift stores, doing the things. Sitting on top of the world, key of A. You probably know this one. Straight ahead. Go to the 6 minor. I just hold the 1. That's more of a bluegrass way of doing it. So my kickoff might go something like 1, 2, 3. Okay, kick us off. Sitting on top of the world in the key of A. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Day song here on the slow tempo. This is the Hank Williams song, Moving On Over. Never ever done this song. It just kind of flashed into my head and I thought that would be kind of fun. And then I listened to it, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many words in this song. There's no way I'm going to memorize it anytime soon. So here we go. I'm going to be reading the lyric. Okay, here we go. And this is like a good bluesy, bouncy shuffle, you know. That's why I figured it'd be good for slow set. This is a slow tempo compared to bluegrass songs. In the key of E. So we go. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 4 and a 4. 4 and a 4. 5 and 5 and a 5 and 5 and 1. And you better do the move. No matter what I say, I'm going to say, move it on over, scratch it on over, move it on over. No matter what I say, your response would be move it on over. That's how the recording goes. And my kickoff would go 1, 2, 3. Something like that. So that's going to be it. Just simple bluesy breaks and simple song. 12-bar blues. Kick us off. Move it on over. Key of E. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Came in last night about 10:30. Baby of mine won't let me in, so move it on over. Move it on over. Move over, little dog, 'cause the big dog's moving in. She changed the lock on our front door. My door key don't fit no more, so get it on over. Scoot it on over. Move over, skinny dog, 'cause the fat dog's moving in. I got it. This doghouse here is mighty small, but it's better than no house at all, so ease it on over. Drag it on over. Move over, old dog, 'cause the new dog's moving in. She told me not to play around, but I done let that deal go down, so pack it on over. Tote it on over. Move over, nice dog, 'cause the mad dog's moving in. Play. She warned me once, she warned me twice, but I don't take no one's advice, so scratch it on over. Shake it on over. Move over, short dog, 'cause the tall dog's moving in. She'll crawl back to me on her knees. I'll be busy scratching fleas, so slide it on over. Sneak it on over. Move over, good dog, 'cause the mad dog's moving in. Me than you. This side's yours and this side's mine, so shove it on over, sweep it on over, move over, cold dog, cause a hot dog's moving in. Hey, good old Hank Williams call and response. Okay, thanks everybody. Really, truly appreciate you being here tonight. I'm going to be back in about 6 minutes for the mid-tempo jam, okay? So this video will end and then come right back to where you were watching me and refresh it at 1/4 till. You might have to try this a few times and then you'll find the mid-tempo jam on a new video. Okay, thanks everybody. Appreciate the donations as always. Thanks for helping me warm up the new house with some music. And so there's Black Friday deals. Julian Family Fiddle Camp has a Black Friday deal, and the show at Cervantes December 6th is a Black Friday deal. So if you're thinking about coming to either of those events this week, would be a good time to get your ticket. Okay, see you in 5-6 minutes. Yes, I know I'm still here, trying to get to the screen to